Hi friends, do you know we are in the warfare that began many years ago? Surprisingly, the war we're talking about had its origin right in heaven. The Bible records in Revelation 12:7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Want to know how it all started? Let's dive in. Well, before the fall of Satan, heaven was in peace and harmony. All the angels obeyed God's law and commandments happily and wholeheartedly. There was one special angel named Lucifer, who was high and exalted one. His face looked mild and had an expression of happiness. His appearance was perfect and majestic. Wow! Well, that's not all. A special light radiated on his face and shone around him, brighter and more beautifully than around the other angels. Lucifer led the heavenly choir. That's fascinating, isn't it? Everything was in perfect unity until he aspired the height of God himself. He delighted in his exalted position. He assembled the angelic host. He told them that he would take the honor upon himself which should have been given to him, and would be the commander of all who would submit to follow him and obey his voice. There was disagreement among the angels. Satan and his sympathizers were striving to reform the government of God. They were dissatisfied and unhappy because they could not look into his unsearchable wisdom. The loyal and true angels tried to convince the rebellious angel and justify the act of God. Despite asking him to renounce his wicked ways and submit to the Creator, he was stubborn and refused to listen. Instead, he called the loyal angel slaves and didn't want to follow God anymore. Lucifer promised to create a new government where everyone would have freedom. Loyal angels were shocked and couldn't believe what Satan was doing. The powerful God could have easily thrown out the troublemakers from heaven, but that wasn't what he wanted to do. It wouldn't be safe to let those who rebelled stay in heaven because they had learned to disobey God's unchanging rules, and that's something that can't be fixed. Instead of punishing the leader of rebellion right away, God chose a different way to show fairness and make it clear to everyone in heaven what was right and wrong. It was a very sad and difficult situation in heaven at that time. The angels shed their tears as they listened to Satan's arrogant words and his prideful ways. God, in response, declared that those who rebel against him no longer have a place in heaven. He instructed them to find happiness by following his commandments and by living his laws. Satan, however, argued that angels should be free from rules and restrictions. He and his followers persisted in their disobedience, fueling the ongoing battle between good and evil. Satan and his angels were thrown out of heaven. Angels in heaven were sad about their friends who had to leave, but they praised the just God. There was no more disobedience in heaven. Everything became calm and happy again, just like it was before.
Okay, that was the history of Satan's fall from heaven.
Yeah,
So basically, the pride was his downfall.
the war that began in heaven is still going on. Every day we struggle between good and evil.
So my dear friends, let us make right choices by God's help.
Thank you for watching and be blessed. Bye.
Bye!